You flush the toilet and your bathtub makes that weird gurgling sound, like something's alive down there. If you've been ignoring it, hoping it goes away on its own, I need you to pay attention. That gurgle is your plumbing screaming that something is wrong, and if you keep ignoring it, you could wake up to sewage backing up into your tub. The good news is that about 80% of these cases are fixable yourself for under 50 bucks, no plumber required. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to diagnose the problem and fix it, step by step. What's actually happening? Before we grab any tools, you need to understand why this happens. Otherwise, you'll waste time fixing the wrong thing. Think about pouring water out of a full bottle too fast. You get that glug 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 sound because air can't get in quickly enough. Your plumbing works the exact same way. Every drain in your house connects to a vent pipe that goes up through your roof. When water goes down, air comes in through that vent to balance the pressure. But when you flush a toilet, it creates serious suction. If the vent is blocked, or if there's a clog restricting airflow, your plumbing panics and pulls air from wherever it can find it. In most bathrooms, the easiest place to pull that air is right through the water sitting in your bathtub's drain trap, and those air bubbles forcing their way through are what create that gurgling sound. The bathtub is always the victim because your toilet and tub usually share the same drain line. The toilet connects closer to the main sewer, so when pressure changes happen, the bathtub feels it first. So you're dealing with one of two things, or sometimes both. Either your vent is blocked, or you have a partial clog somewhere in the drain line. Quick diagnosis. Figuring out which problem you have takes about 2 minutes. Flush your toilet, then go around your house and run water in different sinks. If only the bathtub near that toilet gurgles, you're dealing with a localized issue, which is the easy scenario. But if multiple drains throughout your house are gurgling or draining slowly, you've got a bigger problem, probably something in the main vent stack or sewer line. Also pay attention to timing. Gurgling during the flush usually means a vent problem, while gurgling after the flush, especially with slow drainage, points more toward a clog. For now, let's assume you've got the localized issue. That's what we're fixing today. Step 1. The free fixes. These cost nothing and take 5 minutes, so there's no reason not to try them first. Boil a large pot of water and pour it slowly down your bathtub drain. Hot water dissolves soap scum and grease buildup that might be causing a partial blockage. Do this 2 or 3 times. If that doesn't work, grab baking soda and white vinegar from your kitchen. Pour half a cup of baking soda down the drain, then follow it with half a cup of vinegar. You'll hear it fizzing, which means it's working. Let it sit for 15 to 30 minutes, then flush with more boiling water. This breaks down organic gunk without damaging your pipes. Also, pop off your drain stopper or strainer and look inside. You'd be amazed how much hair and soap gunk builds up right there at the opening. Pull it out with your fingers or a bent wire hanger. Gross, absolutely. But sometimes this alone fixes the problem. Flush your toilet again and listen. If the gurgling is gone, you're done. If it's still there, the clog is deeper and we need to move to step 2. Step 2. Proper plunging. Plunging seems simple, but there's a reason it doesn't work for most people who try it. First, you need a cup plunger, not the toilet kind with the flange. Second, you have to block the overflow drain, which is that little hole below your bathtub faucet. If you don't block it, you'll never create enough suction because air just escapes through that hole. Use a wet rag or duct tape to seal it completely. Now add 2 or 3 inches of hot water to your tub, just enough to cover the bottom of the plunger cup. Place the plunger over the drain, and make sure you have a solid seal. Start with gentle plunges to push out any air trapped under the cup, then go hard. 15 to 20 aggressive up and down strokes while keeping the seal tight. Pull the plunger off and see if the water drains quickly. Repeat this 3 or 4 times. If you dislodge something, you might see debris come up. Flush with hot water when you're done. If you're still hearing that gurgling sound, the clog is deeper than a plunger can reach. Time for the tool that actually works. Step 3. Snaking the drain. This is the fix that solves most stubborn gurgling problems, but there's one detail that separates people who succeed from people who damage their pipes. Do not snake through the main drain opening. The P-trap underneath has a sharp bend, and forcing a snake through it can crack the fitting or scratch the inside of your pipes. Instead, remove the overflow plate, which is usually 2 screws right below your faucet. Behind that plate, you'll find the overflow pipe and possibly some linkage mechanism connected to your drain stopper. Pull any gunk off that linkage while you're in there. Now take your drain snake and feed the cable into the overflow pipe opening. Keep feeding until you feel resistance, which is either a turn in the pipe or your clog. Lock the thumb screw on the snake handle, then slowly rotate it clockwise while pushing forward with gentle pressure. The rotating motion lets the auger head grab onto whatever's blocking the pipe. Work it back and forth a few times. When you feel the cable move freely, slowly pull it back out. You'll probably pull out a disgusting clump of hair and soap buildup, and that's exactly what you want to see. Run hot water for a few minutes to flush everything through, then test by flushing the toilet. A 25-foot manual drain snake costs between $20 and $40 at any hardware store. Brands like Rigid, Milwaukee, or Drain X all work fine. You can also rent one for about $10 a day if you don't want to buy. This fix works for the vast majority of gurgling problems. But if you're still getting that gurgle after snaking, there's one more place to check. Step 4. Clearing the roof vent. If your drain is clear but the gurgling continues, the problem is almost certainly your vent pipe. Something is blocking it from above. I need to be straight with you on this one. Only attempt this if you're comfortable working on a ladder and your roof isn't steep, wet, or icy. A fall isn't worth saving $150, which is about what a professional vent cleaning costs. If you're good with heights, climb up and locate the vent pipe. It's usually a 2 to 4 inch diameter pipe sticking up from the roof somewhere above your bathroom. Look for obvious debris like leaves, twigs, or bird nests. In winter, ice buildup is a common culprit. Shine a flashlight down the pipe to check for blockages deeper inside. If you see something, try flushing it out with a garden hose on the jet setting. For deeper clogs, feed a longer snake down from the top, rotating to break up or grab debris. To test if you fixed it, have someone inside flush the toilet while you hold your hand over the vent opening. You should feel suction pulling air down. If you feel it, you're good. When to stop and call a pro. Some problems are beyond DIY territory, and pushing forward will only make things worse. If water actually backs up into your bathtub when you flush, that's a main sewer line issue. Same deal if multiple fixtures throughout your house are gurgling at the same time, or if you smell sewage inside your home. These situations need professional equipment like camera inspections, motorized augers, and hydrojetting that homeowners simply don't have access to. Also, if you've tried everything in this video and the gurgling keeps coming back within a few weeks, there's something deeper going on that needs professional diagnosis. Prevention. Once you fix the problem, keeping it from coming back is pretty simple. Every week, flush each drain with a few gallons of hot water to prevent buildup before it starts. Once a month, use an enzyme-based drain cleaner like Green Gobbler or BioClean. These products contain bacteria that eat organic matter safely, and unlike chemical drain cleaners, they won't damage your pipes or harm your septic system. For that vent pipe, you can install a vent screen or cap for about $10 to $20, which keeps leaves, debris, and critters out. Check it once a year, especially after storms or in autumn when leaves are falling. That's everything you need to fix a gurgling bathtub drain yourself. Start with the free fixes, then plunge correctly with the overflow blocked, then snake through the overflow opening if needed, and check that roof vent if your drains are clear but the problem persists. The whole toolkit costs less than a single visit from a plumber. If this helped, you'll probably want to see the video on screen right now. Click it.